under the curse. All right, YouTubes. It's Saturday morning. I got to do a cap tube change out on a little true two-door keg cooler. I was there last night. Change a dryer on it. It would cool. It would actually get to temp, but when you have a restriction on the cap tube, or if you're low on charge, the thermostat won't operate correctly because your evaporator temperature is all goofy. So I noticed. Oh, let me get the radio turned off there. I noticed that the suction pressure, I was running about, it was like a 4 to 5 degree evaporator temperature on a 134A, and it just wasn't doing it. And it'll make you think you got a bad thermostat because the box actually pulled down. It just took a while. And the box just get colder and colder and colder and colder and not cycle off. But what I'm gonna do today, because this guy's been fighting this for a while, and I finally got out there to check it out. So we're just gonna try and do a little redo. We're gonna do the cap tube, and I'm gonna replace the thermostat also because it's original thermostat. And we'll look the serial number up and see how old the box is. It might be 5-6-year-old box. So I don't wanna go in there and do a big old repair and leave that original thermostat. So we'll do the cap tube and the thermostat, and we'll see what it looks like. Now, I'm curious to see what the evaporator temperature is going to look like, because it would get down to almost 0 degree evaporator. And I'm going to use I think I got JB cap tube, and I think it says I need 79 inches of 0.042 for a 4440 compressor. So that's where we're at. We're gonna get out there. We've got the Monterey sunshine going. That's what happens out here when the weather gets good. You get the marine layer. So you go from a big old winter to the marine layer. So we'll get out there and we'll do this. I'll bring you guys along. Bro, Tippins, that's no way to start the morning, buddy. Let's get you up. Yeah, that's a little better. Let's grab some knee pads. Some gloves. Crackin'. Crack-o-lackin'. Shabankin'. Let's do this. Here it is. Keg cooler, true. TDE2. We'll run that serial number in a little bit. 4440, 11 ounces. Definitely has a restricted cap tube, so I'm gonna get the keg out and then we'll start taking apart that back section, and then we'll work over here. I'm gonna work on getting these out and get that whole little back panel out that holds the thermostat. All right, so what I went and did is I went and turned the breaker off to this unit so it's safe to work on, so the power's off, and now we can take things apart. That whole piece out. So take a look. Look at this thermostat. See that? That's why I want to do the cap tube and get the thermostat together. There is no shortcut to get to the cap tube on these keg coolers. You got to drop the drain pan. And that's where we're going over there. I got my flux on there, my little flux trick, and then you just got to crawl in there and do your business. Heat it up, try and pull it out. Hopefully it'll be clean enough to where the new cap tube will poke in. I'm gonna go 79 inches of 0.42. I'll show you guys that. Coil up all your excess and leave that inside like they did up there, see? We're in a cooler location. I'll give you a little free little cooling. And let me get this out there and we'll see how we make out. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And you got all this extra beard lines and all the bullshit. All right, here's what I'm using. TC42 12.042 ID for a 4440 compressor running 134A. 79 inches of this to get the job done for our evaporator temperature we're looking for. This is a cap tube cutter. and that's what I'm using, cap tube cutter. And we're gonna measure out 79 inches. Just lay it out on the bar right there. I'll roll it out and cut it, and I'll probably use one of these to roll it back up. I'll show you. I mean, it's right here, might as well use it. All right, there it is, chopped off. I rolled it up on this glass here to get a nice bunch of bends on it. And we'll go and install it. Tape up an end that you're gonna fish through so you don't get it plugged up. And then I make it just a little bit longer so I can cut off at the end so I know it's nice and clean. And that's how I do that. Okay, my little flex trick worked. I was able to get it sweated out clean. I got it started, I'll straighten all that out. And then that piece is gonna go down to come back over to the condensing unit. And I'm gonna go ahead and braze up the inside one. All right, so I got the hvac out, pulling my vacuum. We got the kegs at 52.8 degrees. Everybody's back together, looking good. We're all back in. And we're gonna weigh in our 11 ounces. It takes 11 ounces of 134. And then, oh yeah, we'll run that serial number too, see how old this is, and then we'll see how we'll see if our evaporator temperature looks better with this new cap tube. All right, so that's 11 years old on this keg cooler, 2012. We're at 2023, so it's 11 years old. We're doing good. So I'm gonna steal this and recharge my battery on the hvac. Little battery charging party while we're getting things going. There we go. Charging less than 80%. Dink. All right, let's get this thing charged. We'll weigh our charging, 11 ounces. All right, I got my charge in. It's been running for a minute, pulling down just fine. 15.6 degree evaporator is a lot better than my 3 degree evaporator to 0 degree evaporator. So that's doing a lot better. Who's happy now? Shut off. She's equalizing. Mission accomplished. My surfboard? Wait, load up. Let's go. There's nothing to eat in there, silly. There's nothing to eat in there.